Are you planning to emigrate to Canada as a caregiver and you're looking for opportunities? Well, the Home Care Worker Program is a golden opportunity, and the next intake will be on March 31st, 2026. And in this video, we will be exactly breaking down how you can get ready for the next intake and to beat the rush, as this is a very crucial day, the date that I just mentioned. And make sure you like the video and subscribe and let us know how you like this content, and we will be posting more immigration videos, and please do subscribe and help us out. So to begin with, I'm Liz Mathew, the regulated Canadian immigration consultant, and nice to have you all here. So what is the Home Care Worker Program? So Canada's Home Care Worker Pilot, it allows foreign nationals to become permanent residents by working as childcare providers or home support workers. And you can qualify even if you are not in Canada, but there are strict eligibility requirements and spots are limited to just 2,750 per stream. And the 2026 intake runs from March 31st, 2026 to March 30th, 2027. So let's make sure you're ready well before then. And what you need basically to qualify for this program. The checklist of what you need to be eligible. The first one is the language requirement. You need at least a CLB4 in English or French. Tests must be less than 2 years old. It can be either your CELPIP General, IELTS General, or PTE Core. Either of the tests can be written. And your education, high school diploma or Canadian or foreign with your educational credential assessment done. So that is a requirement. And also your experience or training. That is also a requirement for this caregiver program. You can either have 6 months of full-time work in the last 3 years. So let's look into what type of work. So if you are applying for the childcare, home childcare program, you can have 6 months of full-time work either as a home childcare provider, which is NOC code 44100, or an early childhood educator and assistant, which is NOC 42202, and only experience as an assistant, helper, or worker counts. And experience as an early childhood educator, daycare teacher, or in a supervisory or administrative role does not count. So that's very important to note that only certain type of experience counts for the early childhood educators and assistants. So make sure if you are attaining a job in that particular field to take up specific roles if this caregiver pathway is a program that you want to apply under. So that is for we were just discussing about the home childcare program. Let's look at the home support worker program. What kind of experience is a requirement? So the home support worker, caregiver, and related occupations, which is NOC 44101, or the nursing aides, orderlies, and patient service associates, NOC 33102 is also accepted. And work experience in NOC 33102, even if you gain that experience in an institutional setting, say such as your long-term care, is also eligible for that program. Other than work experience, if you also have a 6-month in-person post-secondary caregiver program. So please note it's an in-person. Online programs are not accepted, and the training must be targeted towards the following job categories. So if it is in the childcare, The training can be either in home childcare providers, NOC 44100, or the early childhood educators and assistants, which is NOC 42202. Only training as an assistant, helper, or worker counts. So early childhood assistant, helper, or worker will help you towards the program. If a training, 6 months training at least in that will help. Training as an early childhood educator, daycare teacher, or in a supervisory or administrative role does not count. So for the home support worker, what kind of training is accepted is home support worker, caregiver, and related occupations, which is in the NOC 44101 or NOC 33102. And job offer. You require a job offer, which is a full-time job offer, non-seasonal offer from a Canadian household or business. Settlement funds is required only if you are outside Canada. And at this time, outside Canada applications will not be considered even for 2026. And in regards to what are the valid documents that are accepted? Valid documents such as passports, photos, letters, proof of training or experience is accepted. And another very important point that it's a very common question, do I really need LMIA for this type of caregiver program? Well, you don't require an LMIA, and that's a big plus point as it's a very golden opportunity and it's a pretty straightforward pathway as long as you follow the criteria. And how to prepare yourself for March 2026 is, as I just mentioned, take your language test, get your ECA done, educational credentials done, and complete your training or build your experience and find a job offer. And organize your documents. Certified, as long as it's in English or French, they are good documents, and also letters of experience, diplomas, payslips. You will need to apply on day one because when March 31st hits, you want to be able to click submit and not still prepare to put your documents together. It's very important. And the 2025 intake, it was filled within hours. Some people could not even log in before the program closed. So in 2026, be ready to apply at exactly 10 a.m. That's when they open in the year 2025. So Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. Be ready to apply for the application. Use a reliable internet to apply and double check everything before hitting the submit button. And one mistake could cost you the whole year. So that's very important thing to be noted. And those are the tips that I can provide you. And please have a reliable person check your application before you submit it, as if you do have anything that is missing, you will have to wait for a year or whenever IRCC gets back to you, and you don't want to lose that chance. So reliable person, a licensed consultant, or a lawyer. It's very important you have that check and get everything ready before you are ready to submit. And that's how you get ready for Canada's 2026 Home Care Worker Program. And start preparing now, and you could be on your way to becoming a permanent resident in Canada doing meaningful work that really matters. And if you find this helpful, give it a like, share it with someone who is looking to apply for this program, and comment below if you have a question. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.